It's Jeff at Slavens Racing. I want to show you my new 2015 KTM 300XC. I just got done building it. Doesn't even have 1 mile on it yet. I always build them all the way up before I ride them. So we'll start with the front end. So with all my bikes I run tubeless. So there's tubeless front and rear on this bike. It really makes the bike handle a lot better. Much better traction on the rear. I even feel like there's better traction on the front. The bike definitely turns better with the tubeless. It's an excellent system. If you haven't tried it, you should. If you tried one of the original ones, then you should try it again. It's a fantastic system. In the forks, I've got these are the 4CS forks, 4-chamber system. Very complex fork, very complicated fork. If you're a home tuner guy that likes to fiddle with everything, I would highly recommend you leave these forks alone and leave this job to somebody who knows what they're doing. So I installed the MX Tech asymmetrical 4CS huck system into the forks. Their huck valve is some technology they brought over from the twin chamber forks, the closed chamber, and they've made a lot of changes to it. It's nothing like what's in the closed chamber fork. It's a whole new system. It's got adjusters on the bottom, 2 compression adjusters, one on each side on the bottom for different adjustability, and then one on the top, compression adjuster, and a rebound adjuster on the top. Excellent system. Jeremy at MX Tech has done a lot of hard work and homework on this, and he's come up with an excellent product. You can get them through MX Tech, or EnduroSpec also installs them here in Colorado. I run the carbon fiber fork guards because if you even have a small spill and ding these fork tubes, then you've done several $100s worth of damage, so I always run those. Even rocks coming up from somebody riding in front of you can damage the tubes. I highly recommend you do the carbon fork guards. I run a carbon wrap to hold my off-highway permit. That way I can top it off there for cleaning or whatever. I run a headlight on this bike, and I haven't installed it yet, but I will be installing a tail light assembly. Got the Enduro Engineering, their latest handguards for the flex handlebars. These are by far the easiest handguard mounting system I've ever used. They go on in just a matter of a few minutes. Very easy to install. Also have a carbon fiber crossbar here. I run a straight one in the front and a hump one in the back. When you buy the flex bars, they come with 2 hump ones for dampers, but I think it looks better with just 1 hump one. I changed the grips on it to the Kevlar dual compound grips by Rimpo. On the Elastomers, I've got a yellow one for the compression and a red one on the rebound. Scot steering damper. Been using these for years. There's not even a close second place in my opinion for steering dampers. They're easy to install, easy to adjust. Got the clean speed. Clean speed cable guide. STR speed bleeders. Up front here I've got Bulletproof Designs radiator guards, and then I've got an hour meter from Trail Tech. Slick unit, easy to install, looks good, works great. It gives you hours plus RPMs, and then I run a CV4 higher pressure radiator cap. And on the motor side of things, I've got a DEP pipe. This is these pipes come from England. We get them. We keep these in stock. It's a great all-around pipe. I run the Samco hose kits, and the main reason for running these is because the hose that's between the water pump and the right side radiator, I've seen a lot of guys blow that hose, so it just splits. And so everything I do is about reliability and performance, of course. I've got our Slavens Mule S3 head in there, and I did some port work on the cylinder. It's not a full Mule, but it's definitely been massaged some. I use a 0.4 base gasket on it. In the carburetor, I've got a Thunder Products torque wing that fits in the front of the carburetor. That's a vertical and horizontal wing. Definitely gives them more low end. Those are on our website. Everything that we have everything I have on this bike is on our site, slavensracing.com. And I run our billet clutch cover with the window, sight window, so you can see the oil level. It's a very tough cover. It's a hard anodized aluminum. Also in the carburetor, it's got we're at 6,000 feet here, and then I ride typically between 8 and 10. So it's got a mountain jet kit. In the shock, I've got my valving and a low friction piston band kit, and then it's also got a huck valve in it from MX Tech. The huck valves, can't say enough good about them. They give excellent bottoming resistance, and they go way beyond that. They hold the bike up in the travel more. Obviously it's sprung differently for my weight. I'm 205. Down here I've got MSR half-inch offset foot pegs, so they're offset a half an inch to the rear. What that does is it makes it easier for me to stand. I'm 6'3", so it makes it easier for me to stand on uphills. Opens up the compartment a little to where it's a little roomier. I have the bars all the way forward and then the foot pegs back, and this makes it easier to stand and get forward on the bike on uphills. Down here I've got my latest link skid. It's for the 2015s. We've beefed it up and made some improvements to it to make it easier to install. I run the Seat Concepts standard height seat with the gripper top and the carbon sides with the orange stitching. Extremely comfortable seat. It's narrow right here where you stand. It's wider back here, so if you're going down a dirt road or something, you want to slide back. Then you've got a wider platform to sit on here. Nice and narrow up front where you're standing. It's an extremely comfortable seat. It's by far the most comfortable, highest quality seat for dirt bikes on the market. For the exhaust, I've got a Leo Vinci muffler with a spark arrestor. Unfortunately, this product's no longer available. I wish it was, because it was an excellent product. Leo Vinci was bought out about a year ago, and the new owners, in my opinion, have just run it off into the ditch, and they dropped a lot of the different product lines, and this muffler was one of them. So in the rear, it's got tubeless, and it has a Sedona, 907 HP Sedona. This is an excellent tire. Been using it all season. Got a lot of miles on it. All my friends are using them, and we've sold hundreds of them. It's getting excellent reviews. It's an excellent product. Up front, I forgot to mention that I use a Bridgestone M59. I took off the stock tires, and it's got a Bridgestone M59 up front. Protecting everything down here is a TM Design skid plate. Been using these for 2 years. They're extremely durable. I don't think you could destroy one of these things. I mean, I beat the hell out of them in the rocks, and they still hold up. They've improved the bracketry on them since they came out, so they stay on very well. They take a beating, and they give excellent protection. So like I mentioned before, I will be adding a taillight assembly here because in Colorado we can license these, and so I will be getting a tag for this bike. I put on a Talon rear sprocket. Talon sprockets are made in England by the same people that make the Talon hubs. Very high quality aluminum sprocket. It's not a super high wear sprocket like the Dirt Tricks or the Renthal dual rings that we sell, but it is very lightweight and nice looking sprocket. I've got a TM Designs GP skid or chain guide on it. The stock chain guides fall apart very quickly. I'm running the stock chain, and I'll run that until it's worn out. It's a DID 520. It's a good quality chain. O-ring. No reason to change it at this point. Well, let's see, there's not a lot to show you on this side. I run the stock shift levers until they get worn, and then I change over to the hammerheads.